So, hi there everybody, great to be with you all again. So next stream is on Thursday, which will be the 8th of August at 3:30 p.m. UK time. So thank you all for coming. Hi to Joanne, hi to Oksana, hi to Renyard, hi to Ronan. Let's see, this phrase, famous last words. So, hi, how are you? How's things going? Everything's fine. Probably famous last words. Okay, famous last words says you said something positive, and it's very likely that everything will now go wrong because you've said it. It's not quite what you're asking for. I'm gonna have to think about it, Oksana. Happy Tuesday to you, Katia. So we were doing this article about fermented foods and the fact that fermented foods are good for you. And here's me talking to you having just eaten some yogurt. So let's go straight into it. It's about the microbes and why fermented foods are good for you, because they're still alive. So choose the right word is the idea. Before they die, the microbes produce health, promoting, inspiring, displaying, forwarding, pushing molecules such as peptides, he says. So hi Julia, hi Menisco. So before they die, the microbes produce health. So Oksana says health promoting. That's health promoting for Julia as well. Health promoting from Renyard. Health promoting from Joanne. Notice the hyphen means this is an adjective modifying the molecules. Hi there, White Stripes, nice to see you. So let's see. Health inspiring is how you feel. Health displaying, to display is to show, to forwarding, pushing. Okay, health promoting, very definitely. So health promoting molecules, they promote health. Yeah, there's not much wiggle room in this question. No, sometimes there's a lot more wiggle room in my questions, but not in this one. I think it's very clear. But I think in this exercise there is less wiggle room than in all of the others. It's a good word, Renyard. So, can fermented foods improve gut health? Generally, our gut health is of concern between, amid, among, across scientists. Okay, so we're starting to get lots of votes from for among. So let's see, among for White Stripes, among for Julia, among for Juan, among for Oksana, among for Katia, among for Renyard, among for Nina. Hi Nina, lovely to see you. Okay, so let's look at between. Between either is between two things or in a symmetrical position between three or more things is between. Among for Manisco. Among is for something that, a situation that is not symmetrical. Across scientists would imply different domains. Yes, across scientists of all types of discipline. That's very good, Oksana. 142, I think, Ronan. Among as well. Among scientists. Amid is in the middle of. I was amid the crowd. I was amid my lecture when something happened. to what it means now. Woof. I don't know the origins of it, white stripes. Let's see. So the answer is among. In the middle of mid. Okay, Katya, I saw your comment earlier about that. I will get some more essays. What I really need to make those is are essays themselves. Cut and paste and paste. Okay, many adults in the US, for example, don't eat enough fibre, and researchers found that most people report experiencing at least one digestive sign, signal, feature, symptom, such as flatulence or abdominal bloating. Okay, so we've got symptom for Julia and Juan, symptom for Oksana and white stripes, symptom for Renyard and Katya and Nina. So hi Flagpole, I'm going to call you Flagpole. Good to see you, Flagpole. Okay, it's a symptom because this is talking about health. A sign, a digestive sign, not really a digestive signal. It's got to be a symptom. Flatulence is farting, Renyard, and abdominal bloating means your stomach blows up. Yeah, a digestive. Yeah, you have a digestive after your meal. It's a type of drink. Good afternoon, Sveta. A symptom for Manisco. Okay. And symptom for Ronan as well. Here we go. Whoop. Fermented foods can reduce or remove, delete, erase, cancel some compounds that cause gastrointestinal issues in some people, including so-called Fodmaps, fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. Okay, so let's see. Remove for Julia and Renyard and Juan and Nina. Remove for Katya and Sveta and Oksana. And eructation. Yes, but notice in Spanish, eructar is perfectly good verb. Remove for Ronan as well. So let's see. To delete, you delete something with your computer. This is to cross out words. To erase. To erase is to rub it out so you can't see it. If you cancel, maybe you're cancelling the effect of these. So it's remove these. Whoops. These things. So remove, very definitely. There we go. Remove these things. Doctors eliminate, definitely. The second parenthesis is giving examples of the chemicals involved. Hi Polly, lovely to see you. Doctors sometimes advise people with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, symptoms to eat a meal, diet, chow, feed low in Fodmaps. Okay, so meal for Nina, diet for Julia, no, diet for Oksana, meal for Julia, meal for Juan, diet for Katya, diet for Oksana, diet for white stripes. Interesting, this one. A meal, a diet, chow, feed, low in this thing. Meal for Polly. Let's see what the rest of you say. This is split down the middle. Meal for Sveta. Oksana's going for meal now. She says it, but it sounds like a one-time thing. Meal for Manisko. Diet for Renyard. Diet for Katia. So let's see. Feed is for animals. Animal feed. Oksana's going back to diet. Good. Chow is uncountable and very informal. Chow is another word for food. A meal is only breakfast, lunch, dinner. Yeah? A meal. But that doesn't talk about the food that you eat. Hi, Human. The word is diet. The diet is what you eat. Yeah? Please come for a meal. Meal is not the right answer. I'm surprised to have wrong-footed so many of you. It's the diet. Okay, so a meal. So well done, Katia. Well done, Oksana. Yeah? I'm very happy, Katia, to see you get one that most other people didn't get. Meals infinitely expanded through time is diet. Absolutely, White Stripes. A meal is what you're going to have at lunchtime. Yes, or a meal is what you're going to have in the evening. No, a meal. No. It's a diet. Diet is what you regularly eat. So let's continue. And good. The fermentation process can also reduce or remove gluten from some foods too, which is worthwhile, effective, positive, beneficial to those with celiac disease, another gut problem. So Oksana goes for beneficial. Celiac is talking about gluten, yeah. So beneficial for Oksana, White Stripes, Julia, Renyard. Hi Ezra, beneficial for Ezra, beneficial for Juan. Nina goes for effective. Katia goes for beneficial. Human goes for beneficial. Beneficial for Polly. So notice, effective, not infinitive. Effective. What's effective? So, effective for those. Yeah, is effective for those. Yeah, that's it. That's it exactly, Nina. Well done. Worthwhile for those. Worthwhile for and time is positive for again, but beneficial to. Absolutely. It's beneficial to. It's worthwhile for those. Good. And let's continue. Whoops. Can fermented foods boost the immune system? He likes Bene words. Bene on my report card when I was at school was the best that you could get. Yeah? You could get a Bene, a plus, a satisfactory query, a minus, and a male. So, in recent decades, there have been climbing, mounting, ascending, swelling concerns among scientists that modern lifestyles may affect our immune system by altering the diversity of our microbes. Okay, so Julia says mounting concerns. So does Nina and Renyard and Oksana and Human and Katia. Bueno, bien, bene. Bueno, bien, bom. Okay, so this one's kind of confusing. Climbing concerns. I think climbing concerns might work, but mountain. Salute, Slipknot, lovely to see you. Ascending concerns, says Polly. Swelling concerns. To swell is to... The collocation is mounting concerns. Concerns have been swelling, have been mounting. Mounting is the one that goes best with this. Countenance. I won't countenance your countenance here. Bem. Okay, mounting is certainly the best collocation. There have been climbing, ascending. I wouldn't really use either of those, any of the others. I would say mounting concerns, increasing concerns, growing concerns. Yeah, I think mounting is the best. If some ascending, to ascend is to go up. The mountaineer is ascending the mountain. To ascend to heaven. When you die, your soul ascends to the sky. I think ascension is something to do with religion. Is where your soul goes up to heaven. Is the idea. Mounting pressure. That's a good collocation, by the way, Slipknot. Okay, but mounting concerns. And okay, yes, climbing is more physical, very definitely. Ascending could be physical as well. Mounting, to mount, mounting to me sounds like a newspaper writer. Our diets are generally low in fibre, and we have a lot of antibiotics and stress, and we don't sleep well. And these factors will all empty, fleece, demolish, impoverish the microbes in our bodies, says Vinderola. So, this is really interesting. So demolish for Nina, demolish for Julia, impoverish for White Stripes, demolish for Sveta, impoverish for Oksana, demolish for Polly, demolish for Human. Ezra goes for impoverish. Groundbreaking, genre defining. Yes, Slipknot. Those are really good collocations. Demolish for Renyard, impoverish for Katia, impoverish for Manisco, demolish for Juan. I love it. To fleece as a verb. Well, let's start with that one. To fleece is to steal somebody's money, to rip somebody off. I went to the garage to get my car repaired and they fleeced me. To fleece is to rip somebody off, to take all their money, normally using a con trick. Yeah? The government are fleecing taxpayers, taking lots of money from someone in an unfair way. Okay, to fleece. Jason and the Golden Fleece. Empty the microbes. You don't empty the microbes. So demolish. What about demolish? Demolish the microbes. I wouldn't demolish microbes. You demolish a building. Yeah. The earthquake demolished many buildings. We're going to fleece. It's too informal. Yes, Oksana. You demolish something. Compromise would work very nicely, Slipknot. Demolish. You demolish something, a construction. You don't really demolish microbes. You're not going to demolish microbes. You would kill them. You destroy them. So to impoverish means to make poor. Kill microbes. Yes, to kill microbes. So to impoverish, it means that they don't have enough food. You're starving them. And okay, yes. Deplete. Deplete's a good word, Juan. They fleece me from Thomas Wyatt. I love Thomas Wyatt's very interesting. You're talking about they don't pay him any attention. Jeopardize microbes. Microbes, I love it. Okay, so I couldn't find any good words here, so let's see. Principle, roll, alive and live. Damage would be the best description, but I wouldn't use the word damage, Slip. Yeah? Okay, it looks like you've all got this one very, very clear. Well done, all of you. Impoverish, to make something poor or poor in quality. Absolutely, Katia. That's very good, Katia. In principle with an AL is the most important. Okay, principal with an AL is the most important. Your principles are the way you live. The main role is the role you play. Yeah, double L is something that rolls. And this last one, live and alive. Live and alive is easy. Alive is a post-positive adjective. That means it's got to go after the noun. So, for example, microbes alive after treatment with antibiotics, or after the verb to be. The microbes are alive. Normally adjectives go before. Live microbes, they go before. Alive microbes, you can't put alive before the noun. It's got to go after. Yeah? And there I actually have a whole playlist of these. These are my pleasure, Juan. These are complex and normally begin with with A. So, awake. He is awake. After is. The man. A person awake for too many hours. And there you can use it again. Okay, these post-positives always come after. Okay, principle. Thank God we're all still alive. We are alive, that's it. Okay, so principle, role, and live. And let's continue. Whoops. Low-grade inflammation is an issue because inflammatory compounds can spread through the body via, across, around, per the bloodstream, reaching the brain, heart or liver, for example. This can cause chronic conditions. So via for Renyard, via for Human, Ezra, Nina and White Stripes. Via for Oksana as well. Okay, acting as a conduit. An equivalent. I was thinking about along, but probably through very definitely. Via for Julia, via for Katia. Using the bloodstream via, by, yes, by would definitely work, Oksana, by the bloodstream, by the using the bloodstream, along the bloodstream. I was very tempted to use along, and I thought no, because it fits too well. Via the bloodstream. Consuming more microbes may train the immune system to better tell, recognize, differentiate between good and bad bugs, says Cotter. He was still alive, one of the survivors after the cyclone hit. Okay, that's with the verb to be. That's good. Well done, Julia. So after the verb to be, they're reasonably easy, these post-positive adjectives. Putting them after the after a noun is more difficult. So let's see. Differentiate between for Oksana and Julia. Tell for Manisco. Differentiate for Ezra and Nina and Sveta. Differentiate for Renyard and Human and Katia. Okay, let's look at these. To better difference between. Tell, yes, Manisco. That's the point, to tell. So, can you tell A from B? To better tell the difference between. Yes, to better recognize good and bad bugs. I love it, Oksana. Thank you so much for that. Okay. To differentiate between. Differentiate. To know the difference between. To be able to say that's this and that's that. To differentiate between different things. Oh, and this next one I quite like as well. When our immune systems fight, struggle, contest flounder to do this. It can increase the risk of developing autoimmune diseases, he adds, such as inflammatory bowel disease. Bugs is a generic word for all insects. Yes, Nina. Struggle for Ezra, struggle for White Stripe, struggle for Human, struggle for Oksana, struggle for Nina. A bug in a computer comes from the fact that in the old days they used to make computer cards with holes in. And sometimes bugs, insects, would eat holes in the cards and ruin the programs. And this happened to IBM, and that's the reason for the word bug in a computer program. So, struggle for Ezra, White Stripes, Human, Oksana, Nina, Julia, Katia and Renyard, very definitely. To struggle, they're having difficulty. To flounder is to move around without being able to do anything. To flounder is to not be successful, is to be stuck in a difficult situation. To be in the mud, moving around. A flounder is actually a fish. Okay, so if you're floundering, you're moving around without any success. Ships floundered in the tempest. Immune systems flounder to do this. No. Okay, to flounder is to be stuck, to fall apart. And in one recent study, researchers... Rishi, lovely to see you, Mr. XPM. So, in one recent study, researchers found eating sauerkraut, finely cut, fermented, raw, crude, coarse, unseasoned cabbage, could potentially have a substantial anti-inflammatory impact. So, crude for Ezra and raw for Julia. So, let's see. Unseasoned for Nina. To fight against. Yes, Polly, fight against. White Stripes is going for raw. Oh, I'm going to let this run for a minute. This is interesting. Ezra says crude. Rishi says raw. Renyard says raw. Human says raw. Okay, let's look at this. Firstly, I'm going to look at Nina's answer of unseasoned. It could be unseasoned, Nina, but unseasoned means without salt. Yeah? If something is unseasoned, it doesn't have any salt in this. And there's definitely salt in sauerkraut. It's not a wrong answer. It certainly could be, but no. What we're saying is it's uncooked. It's not been cooked. Coarse means in large pieces, in large irregular pieces. It's not smooth, it's coarse. And here it says finely cut. So no. And therefore crude. So firstly, most commonly crude is something that is rude. It's not well refined. It's as it comes out of the crude oil out of the ground. No, raw is uncooked. Raw, raw cabbage. Raw is uncooked. Okay, let's try one more and then we're going to stop. Last one for today then. and how so? Claudius Staubert at the University of Leipzig in Germany and colleagues found that sauerkraut increases the concentration, intensity, congregation, congestion of lactic acid. So congestion for Ezra, concentration for White Stripes, concentration for Nina and Human, concentration for Renyard, concentration for Rishi, concentration for Manisco. Okay, thank you. So, Stoibert, thank you. It's okay, take it easy, Ezra, it's not a problem. There's no reason to be stressed out in this. So, okay, it increases if something's congested is very negative. Congested means blocked. The traffic is congested in the centre of town. A congregation is a meeting of people. The intensity is how loud, how strong. But the concentration, as Julia says, the number in a certain place, the number per amount of volume. So, congregations for a church, definitely. The decongestion would work, Nina, yes. Concentration for Katya, the decongestion would definitely work. So, next stream is, not tomorrow, is on Thursday, which is the 8th of August. At 3:30 p.m. UK time. So thank you all for coming. It's been great having you all. Take care, and I hope to see you all on Thursday. So thank you to Ezra and Human and Julia. Thank you to Manisco and Nina and Polly and Renyard and Rishi. And thank you to Katya, and thank you to White Stripes. So take care, all of you. It's been wonderful having you, and I hope to see you all on Thursday. Bye for now.